Yo, I think I just found the key to financial freedom. Well, welcome to Team Go Mode. It's your man Earl, Batman Stringer. Now, a couple days ago, I was on Facebook and I was doing one of my little Facebook Reels sessions where I just, start scrolling and whatever, and I'm just like getting lost in the Reels. But one popped up that just stuck with me, right? And I can't stop thinking about this shit. And it was a clip of Mel Robbins. If you don't know who Mel Robbins is, she's like a big time famous author, podcaster, personal growth coach, all that, right? So she's very, very popular. But I seen a clip where she was on the Breakfast Club, right? Radio show. And she said this thing that, to me, that was just so powerful. Now, you know how like you know things, but sometimes you need to hear it again to like really motivate you, right? So in this clip, she said, if you do the things you don't want to do, but you know you should do, you can get anything you want out of life. Damn. Think about this. She said, and if I remember, I will put like a little snippet of it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of paraphrasing. But again, she said, if you do the things you don't want to do, but know you should, you can get everything you want out of life. And in the clip, she was saying like this applies to, relationships. This applies to business. This applies to fitness, all of that. And as simple as that little statement is, man, that shit is real. Straight up. That shit is real, because if you think about it, it makes sense. And if you actually implement it, like you can see where it would work, right? Like I make an example all the time, and I talk about, doing the things like you don't really want to do. But if you're trying to hit certain results, you're trying to, you got certain goals, right? You're going to do things that necessarily don't want to do. So of course, this is something that we all know, but like when I heard that, it just really resonated with me to be like, damn, she right. Like without a doubt, like 100% she is right. So I need to really start implementing that, right? Because when I talk about, my YouTube goals, and I'm like, yo, I want to hit 1 million views a month on this channel, right? It's like, I know that's possible, but am I willing to do what it takes to get there, right? So in regards to like not doing what you want to do, and even though you should do it, like maybe I need to do more research for these videos. Maybe I need to experiment even more than I'm already doing if I want to hit that 1 million views a month on this channel. When it comes to building up my residual income and starting my local business agency again, which I just been battling with, shit, it's been a journey, right? But knowing if I reach out to more and more businesses, knowing like, yeah, I don't feel like doing this shit. I don't feel like talking to this guy or that girl or whatever, and hearing, getting to run around, getting the bullshit, blah, blah, blah. But knowing if I do those things, I'm going to get, $10,000, $20,000 a month. Like it's going to happen if I put out, if I do the shit that I know I need to do. Right. So hearing that, it's like, obviously, like it's so powerful, but this shit is real. It's just a matter of, are people going to use that advice? Are people really going to do it? And I feel like most people, and even including myself, I fall into this category sometimes. You hear something and you get motivated instantly by it. Like you hear a comment, or even if you listen to an audiobook or something, whatever, you get motivated and you get hype, right? You're like, hell yeah, I know what I need to do. I'm about to do this shit right now. Well, I got to eat first, and then I'm going to do this shit right now. Then after you eat, you're like, shit, it's late. You know what I'm saying? I need to go to sleep. In the morning, I'm doing that shit for sure. And then the cycle continues. It's something about bridging the gap between hearing information, hearing powerful information, and actually taking action, right? It's like we hear something over here, right? We get the thing. And we know the action is here, right? But how do we get from here, the idea, the motivation, to here, the action, right? How do we get there? So when I hear that Mel Robbins quote, right, it gives me that energy. It gives me that drive, right? It gets me hyped up. But that don't make me do more videos. That's not making me research more. That's not making me think more outside the box. That's not making me call more local businesses. What's going to do that for me is, oh, wait, shit, I want to hit 20K a month, right? Oh, wait, I do want to be able to build a house or buy a new house, right? I want my dream home, right? So that's going to take me from hearing that quote to actually doing the shit I need to do. And everybody's different, right? You got to figure out, what's your why. And I know that sounds cliche as hell, but it's true. Like, if you don't have a why, then you're probably not going to do anything. It's just cool to talk shit. It's just cool to talk about what you want, or if you could have, or, oh, one day, maybe. Like, that's cool. But if you don't have a definite why, like, yo, I want to do this because I want that. You know what I mean? I want a better fill in the blank, or I want to be able to afford fill in the blank, whatever, right? But I think that quote from Mel Robbins is a damn good starting point for anybody, any entrepreneur who's looking, who has real goals, right? So like I'm constantly thinking about that quote. You know what I'm saying? I heard it like 2-3 days ago, and I'm just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. If you do the things you don't want to do, like people don't want to record, 15 YouTube videos in a week. People don't want to cold call local businesses. People don't want to send a shit ton of emails. People don't want to do it. But doing those things is the things. Hell, talk about exercising. People don't want to go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, right? People don't want to, reconcile relationships or talk about anything, right? People don't want to do this shit. But knowing if you are willing to do these things, you can actually get the things you want. Man, that shit is powerful.